8 foods you should never reheat after 40. Think reheating leftovers is harmless? Think again. After age 40, your body becomes more sensitive to hidden changes in food, especially when it's warmed the wrong way. From gut problems to brain fog and even joint pain, some common dishes can do silent damage with every microwave beep. So before your next meal, watch this. Why reheating is risky after 40. As we age, our digestion slows, and our body becomes more vulnerable to inflammation and oxidative stress. Some reheated foods can lose nutrients or even become toxic, causing subtle harm over time. 8 foods you should never reheat after 40. 1. Cooked mushrooms. Mushrooms are delicate. Their complex proteins begin breaking down after the first cook. But reheating them a second time? That breaks those proteins into forms that are hard to digest, especially for people over 40 with slower metabolism. Worse, if the mushrooms were stored improperly, say, left at room temperature or stored in oily sauces, they can harbor dangerous bacteria like Listeria or Clostridium botulinum. These microbes don't always cause symptoms right away, but they can quietly disrupt your gut health. Don't let one microwave press cost you a night of stomach pain. 2. Eggs, boiled, scrambled, or fried. Eggs are full of high-quality protein and good fats, but only when eaten fresh. Once reheated, those proteins become rubbery and difficult for the digestive system to handle. Worse, when eggs have been fried or scrambled in oil or butter, reheating causes the fats to oxidize. This creates harmful compounds that can irritate blood vessels, increase inflammation, and even impact heart health over time. For adults over 40, this can be especially damaging if you're already managing cholesterol or blood pressure. 3. White potatoes. White potatoes are comforting, but tricky. They're high on the glycemic index, meaning they already spike blood sugar quickly. When reheated, especially with butter or cream, their starches break down in a way that makes blood sugar spike even faster. Reheated potatoes can also harbor harmful bacteria if not stored properly. Over time, this repeated blood sugar stress can worsen insulin resistance, promote weight gain, and raise the risk of type 2 diabetes, especially in adults in midlife. 4. Rice, especially if stored improperly. Rice is one of the most dangerous leftovers when handled incorrectly. If rice is left out at room temperature too long, a bacterium called Bacillus cereus can multiply. What's scary is that this bacterium produces toxins that survive reheating. So even if your rice is steaming hot, you could still get food poisoning. Symptoms may start with mild nausea but can escalate quickly. Seniors and middle-aged adults with slower digestion are especially at risk for complications. 5. Leafy greens, spinach, celery, beets. Greens are healthy, but reheating them can change that. Spinach, celery, and beets contain nitrates, which are fine when raw or freshly cooked. But upon reheating, these nitrates convert into nitrites and then into nitrosamines, compounds linked to certain types of cancer. This process is subtle and takes time, but repeated exposure through habits like daily leftover soup or stir-fried greens can increase long-term health risks, particularly for digestive and colon cancers. 6. Chicken. Chicken is a lean, nutritious protein when eaten fresh. But reheating it, especially unevenly in a microwave, can leave cold spots where bacteria like Salmonella survive. Reheated chicken also becomes tougher and harder to digest due to protein structure changes. This can cause discomfort, especially in adults with slower digestive systems. If you've ever felt bloated or sluggish after eating microwave chicken, now you know why. 7. Fish. Fish is sensitive, not just in flavor but in chemistry. Reheating fish can cause its proteins to degrade and its healthy fats to oxidize, creating compounds that may burden your liver and nervous system. In some cases, especially with oily fish like tuna or mackerel, histamines can form and trigger allergy-like reactions, flushing, headaches, or dizziness. Seniors and adults over 40 should be especially cautious with leftover seafood. 8. Vegetable soup, with starchy or leafy veggies. Soup tastes even better the next day, right? Not always. If your vegetable soup contains spinach, celery, or potatoes, reheating it can create the same nitrate to nitrite conversions we talked about earlier. On top of that, repeated heating and cooling degrade water-soluble vitamins and promote bacterial growth if not handled correctly. What feels like comfort food could be slowly undermining your gut health and immune function. So let's recap the 8 foods you should avoid reheating. Mushrooms. Eggs. white potatoes, rice, leafy greens, chicken, fish, and vegetable soup with starchy or leafy ingredients. These might seem harmless, but when reheated, they can silently cause digestive distress, inflammation, or even increase long-term health risks. Your microwave should help you, not hurt you. After 40, even small habits like reheating food matter more. Avoid these 8 foods when possible, and always store leftovers properly. Like, comment, and subscribe for more science-based health tips. Let us know which food surprised you the most, and remember, your health starts with everyday choices. Eat smart. Age strong. Thank you for watching.